Hello and welcome. We're going to do a balance exercise together. So in an ideal world, we're doing our balance exercises every single day. I'm going to show you a little series that you can do with no equipment. As you get better, you can either add a yoga mat to the ground or something like a beach towel or a rug, something with a little bit of squish. I want you to be working next to a kitchen counter or the back of a couch, something that has a solid surface to help you. We're going to place our feet into parallel lines. You're going to firmly plant the entire sole of your foot on the ground. Your posture is upright and your gaze is forward. There's nothing to look at down there. So as much as you can, try not to let your body round forward. Think about lifting up through the chest and have your hand lightly at your surface. Rock forward and backwards through your ankles. Start to become aware of what pushes into the ground, what engages, what tries to peel away as you make your movements bigger. Our magic number is 5 to 10. So when you've done about 5 to 10 of those, turn it into a circle, maybe 5 in each direction. Again, working on keeping the big toe and the pinky toe and the heel on the ground the entire time. I'm going to switch directions. I'm not really counting, so follow along, 5 to 10. Working your way through your circles, noticing your sticky spots, noticing where it gets a little shaky, and then bring yourself back to neutral. My weight's in my heels. I'm lifting up through the crown of the head. I'm reaching up through the back of my head, elongating here to bring myself back and stack over those heels. Start to peel one heel off. You're going to try to keep yourself centered. Make it look as if nothing is going on. Notice what happens in the grounded foot and the grounded hip. Place that foot back down and transition your weight into the other foot. Peel. Lift, check in. Again, you can do about 5 to 10 of those. So that would be an easy thing to add into maybe when you're brushing your teeth, you're standing at the kitchen counter. Just a slow march in place, keeping yourself absolutely centered. We're going to make that movement a little bit more dramatic. So with your hand on your surface, maybe sliding it forward, peel your foot up and take it forward. Pause. Check in with the grounded foot. Is your weight on the heel? Are you trying to sag into this hip? Can you lift yourself up higher off of the standing hip? We're going to flex our front foot. We're going to bend the back knee and we're going to lower down until we have a heel strike. I'm doing these adventures along with you. Balance is somewhere we all have room for improvement. Shift your weight forward into the front leg, nice and slow. Transition. Lift the back leg. You can straighten out the front leg, or maybe straightening the leg is a goal that we work up to. Bend, bring the back toe down. Articulation, rolling through the foot. Bring your weight back with control. Lift the front leg. So we're thinking of ourselves like a springy rocking horse. We come down. Articulation, rolling through the feet. Lift the back leg. Elongation through the spine. I'm not bending forward. I'm allowing the leg lift to be what tilts my body forward. About 5 on that side. And then place your foot back down. An exact same thing on the other foot. Transition your weight and take your leg forward. Pause. Check in with the grounded foot. Lift yourself up taller off of this hip. Bend the back knee until the heel strikes. Articulation, roll through your feet. Lift the back leg up. I'm keeping my hips squared off towards the floor. I don't want to be rotating. I want to stay right here and take it down and back. In Pilates, we talk about this square, the ribs, and the hip bones. So maintaining this square without letting it rotate or compress. Forward and back. The pauses are where the work is. Come on, right hip. Come up. And when you've done your 5 to 10, you'll come back to neutral. And so I'm going to come back and step my feet together. Place your heels together and your toes are about hip distance apart, not a ballet turnout, just a gentle position here. Squeeze your heels together and press them into one another. Start to lift up and lower down. Only go so high that you keep your heels together. What you may notice is when you come up, your ankles trying to roll outwards. Keep them pulled in. So you're using your inner thighs to hold the heels together. You're using your glutes to turn the knees and aim towards the second toe. They might try to be collapsing in. So drawing those thigh bones around and up behind you, and everything works. We'll do 10 of these. Lift, lower, to strengthen our feet, to help keep those bones, 32 bones in the feet, I think 32 bones in the feet. And they all need to be able to move and work. Good. Our last little game that we're going to be doing today, keeping one foot grounded once again. Peel one foot, the other foot off of the ground. Drag your toe up to the standing knee and slide it back down. If you're really pushing into your surface, if you're really leaning over to the side, draw yourself back up. Try to center, squeezing the glutes to keep the knees open. And if that's an okay exercise for you, an option could be to add a little kick and then draw it down. 5 to 10 total. And then we repeat on the other side. You'll notice I'm keeping my gaze forward. I'm staring at a spot on the wall here. A challenge with balance is altering your vision, is taking away your focal point. So for any of these exercises, within the pauses, hold, look, side, side, kick, and back down. Changing up your vision is going to increase the challenge of the exercise. I hope that gives you something to work with. Start to add those in one at a time into anywhere in your day when you've got a nice surface that you can rest on. Thank you so much for joining me.